Have you ever imagined a 102-year-old doctor, sharp, healthy, and full of life, ready to share longevity secrets that anyone over 70 should hear today? It might sound like a fairy tale, but it is absolutely true. This doctor has lived through more than a century, witnessing how the human body changes over time, and most importantly, he has learned how to keep both his mind sharp and his body healthy. What he emphasizes, something most of us overlook, is actually a very common part of our daily diet. Imagine this. Every morning you wake up feeling full of energy, mentally sharp, and with a heart beating strong and steady, just like when you were 50. It may sound far-fetched, but this 102-year-old doctor believes that with the right adjustments to your diet, it is entirely possible. The foods you consume, especially once you reach 70, affect not just your weight or blood sugar, but also your heart, memory, and daily energy levels. Just one wrong choice can leave you feeling tired, forgetful, or unknowingly increase your risk of heart problems. Why is life after 70 so different? As the body ages, digestion slows down, metabolism decreases, blood sugar and heart function become more unstable, and energy levels fluctuate unpredictably. Foods that were perfectly normal in your younger years can now become silent enemies, quietly harming your health. Understanding your body and making the right food choices can help stabilize blood sugar, maintain energy, and protect both your heart and memory. One key principle this 102-year-old doctor emphasizes is it's not about completely banning your favorite foods, but understanding their hidden harms and making smart substitutions. For example, instead of drinking soda or eating sugary cereals, you can choose water, herbal tea, or whole grain cereals. Swap salty snacks and sweets for fresh fruit or healthy nuts. With just small, consistent changes, you'll notice significant improvements in your health, a clearer mind, and a more active, joyful approach to aging. And now let's dive into the list of 10 foods that this 102-year-old doctor advises anyone over 70 to avoid immediately, from familiar staples to silent destroyers you might never have suspected. Get ready to uncover the secrets to healthy living from a centenarian doctor who has experienced over a century of life and is eager to share these invaluable insights with you. As we've seen, once you reach 70, your body begins to change. Digestion slows, blood sugar becomes more volatile, and both your heart and daily energy levels grow more sensitive. Foods that were once familiar in your younger years can now become silent enemies, quietly impacting your health. One of the most common yet dangerous culprits is white bread and refined pasta. White bread and refined pasta are made from grains stripped of most fiber, vitamins, and minerals, leaving mostly refined starch. When consumed, this starch causes a rapid spike in blood sugar, creating a short energy high followed by a crash that leaves you feeling tired, dizzy, and unfocused. For those over 70, these fluctuations not only drain daily energy, but can also have long-term effects on the heart, memory, and weight. For those over 70, these fluctuations not only drain daily energy, but can also have long-term effects on the heart, memory, and weight. George, 72, from Florida, is a perfect example. He used to eat white bread for breakfast every day, unaware of its harmful effects. Within just a few weeks, George found himself feeling tired by midday, craving sweets, and struggling to focus on his daily tasks. When the doctor advised him to swap white bread for whole grain bread and whole wheat pasta, George noticed a remarkable difference. His energy remained steady, his mind felt sharper, and he stayed fuller for longer after breakfast. Beyond affecting blood sugar, consuming too much white bread and refined pasta also raises the risk of weight gain due to rapidly absorbed calories and a lack of fiber. Low fiber intake can also disrupt digestion, leading to constipation or bloating, a common issue among older adults. A simple yet effective solution is to switch to whole grain bread, whole wheat pasta, or oatmeal, paired with eggs, leafy greens, or fresh fruit. These small changes help stabilize blood sugar, provide fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and at the same time boost energy and support heart health. If white bread and refined pasta are silent enemies that cause blood sugar swings, sugary cereals are a sweet punch that send your energy soaring and crashing, especially dangerous for those over 70. Many popular cereals in the US are marketed as convenient, quick breakfast options, but they actually contain high amounts of sugar and little fiber. This causes blood sugar to spike immediately after eating, leaving you feeling tired and unfocused just a few hours later. Margaret, 74, from Texas, used to eat sugary cereals every morning with sweetened milk. She noticed that by mid-morning she always felt tired, craved snacks, and her mind wasn't as sharp as before. After the doctor recommended replacing sugary cereals with whole oats or low-sugar, high-fiber cereals paired with fresh fruit and almonds, Margaret quickly noticed the difference. Her energy stayed steady, sugar cravings decreased, and her mind remained sharp throughout the morning. Sugary cereals also carry the risk of weight gain and elevated blood sugar because the rapidly absorbed sugar without accompanying fiber makes the body more prone to storing fat and causes hunger to return quickly. Additionally, the lack of fiber can disrupt digestion, leading to constipation or indigestion, common issues among older adults. A smart alternative is to choose whole grain, low-sugar cereals paired with fresh fruit, nuts, or low-fat plant-based milk. This combination provides steady energy, essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber, while minimizing blood sugar fluctuations. As you can see, just a small change in breakfast can help stabilize energy, support heart health, and manage weight. After the harms of sugary cereals, another common food that many people over 70 should seriously reconsider is processed meat, including hot dogs, bacon, sausages, and convenient deli meats. These foods often contain high amounts of salt, preservatives, and chemical additives, placing extra strain on the heart and blood pressure systems that become more sensitive after the age of 70. Robert, 75, used to eat sandwiches with deli meats every day. At first, he didn't notice any effects, but after just a few months, his doctor found slightly elevated blood pressure and higher levels of LDL cholesterol. Robert began feeling fatigued and sometimes even experienced stomach discomfort after meals. When he replaced processed meats with fresh lean meats, fish, and home-cooked poultry, along with plenty of leafy greens, his blood pressure stabilized, energy levels improved, and he felt fuller for longer. The risks of processed meats go beyond heart health. Studies show that consuming high amounts of processed meat regularly can increase the risk of certain cancers and gradually impair kidney function, an especially important concern for older adults who are more vulnerable to chronic diseases. A simple yet effective solution is to choose fresh meats, poultry, or fish, prepared by grilling, steaming, boiling, or roasting instead of frying or cooking with excessive oil. At the same time, increase your intake of vegetables, whole grains, and healthy nuts to maintain balanced nutrition. Even small changes in food choices can help older adults stabilize blood pressure, manage cholesterol, and maintain energy throughout the day. If processed meats are a concern for heart health, fried foods are another common trap that many people over 70 easily fall into. From French fries and fried chicken to fried fish, these foods are appealing for their crispy texture, aroma, and high energy content, but they also contain large amounts of unhealthy fats, especially when fried repeatedly. For older adults, regularly consuming these foods can raise LDL cholesterol, increase the risk of heart disease, and cause digestive issues like bloating and discomfort. Lorraine, 73, from Michigan, used to enjoy fried chicken on weekends. She didn't think it would affect her health, but over time she began experiencing bloating, indigestion, and fatigue after meals. After switching to healthier cooking methods like baking, steaming or roasting, and incorporating plenty of leafy greens, Lorraine noticed she felt lighter, her energy remained steady, and her heart health was better supported. Fried foods absorb a lot of oil during cooking, resulting in high saturated fat content, which can lead to weight gain and increase the risk of high blood pressure and atherosclerosis, common concerns for those over 70. Additionally, frying makes foods harder to digest, putting extra strain on a digestive system that naturally weakens with age. Therefore, it's best to limit fried foods and instead choose healthier cooking methods such as baking, steaming, boiling, or roasting. At the same time, pair these meals with fresh vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins to ensure adequate fiber, vitamins, and minerals. This approach preserves delicious flavors while protecting heart health and maintaining steady energy levels. So after recognizing the harms of fried foods, You're now ready to explore the fifth item. Soda and sugary drinks, a common part of daily life that quietly disrupts blood sugar and energy levels in those over 70. Soda, carbonated soft drinks, and boxed fruit juices may seem like simple refreshments, but they contain extremely high amounts of sugar, causing blood sugar to spike immediately after consumption. For older adults, these fluctuations not only cause fatigue and rapid energy drops, but also increase the risk of diabetes, weight gain, and heart-related problems. James, 71 from California, used to drink 2 cans of soda every day. At first, he felt alert and refreshed, but after just a few months, he began experiencing mid-morning fatigue, snack cravings, and erratic blood sugar levels. When the doctor advised him to limit soda and switch to water, herbal tea, or low-sugar homemade fruit juice, James noticed more stable energy, clearer mental focus, and easier weight management. Besides sugar, sodas also contain acids and chemical additives. The acids in soda can erode tooth enamel, leading to cavities or tooth sensitivity, common issues among older adults. Consistently high sugar intake also prompts the body to produce more insulin, putting strain on the pancreas and increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. You can replace soda with water, mineral water, herbal tea, or homemade fruit juice with very little sugar. These choices not only help stabilize blood sugar, but also support weight management, maintain energy and heart health, and protect both teeth and digestive health. Once you're aware of the harms of soda and sugary drinks, you're ready to move on and explore the six-item fast food, another familiar choice that many people over 70 should seriously reconsider. Fast food is appealing because it's convenient, quick, and tasty, but it's loaded with salt, sugar, fats, and preservatives, placing significant strain on the heart, blood sugar, and weight systems that are already more sensitive in older adults. Mary, 73 from New York, used to eat hamburgers and French fries 2 to 3 times a week for convenience. At first, she felt fine, but over time she noticed weight gain, afternoon fatigue, and higher blood pressure than before. When the doctor advised her to limit fast food and switch to home-cooked meals with fresh ingredients, plenty of vegetables, and lean proteins, Mary noticed remarkable improvements. Her weight stabilized, blood sugar and blood pressure were under control, and her energy levels remained steady throughout the day. Fast food is often fried or quickly processed, resulting in high saturated fat, empty calories, and a lack of fiber, making it difficult for the body to absorb essential nutrients. At the same time, the salt and sugar in many fast food items further raise blood pressure, blood sugar, and the risk of heart disease, critical concerns for those over 70. Enhancing home-cooked meals by using lean meats, fish, poultry, fresh vegetables, whole grains, and limiting fried, oily foods is essential for maintaining good health. If you occasionally want to enjoy fast food, you can make it at home using fresh ingredients, baked or steamed instead of fried, while reducing salt and sugar. Thus, recognizing the harms of fast food is an important step in protecting heart health, controlling blood sugar, and maintaining a stable weight. Additionally, canned soups high in salt also pose significant health risks. These cans are convenient, quick, and easy to prepare, but they often contain very high amounts of salt to preserve them and enhance flavor. For older adults, this excess salt can raise blood pressure, cause water retention, lead to bloating, and put extra strain on the heart systems that are already more sensitive after the age of 70. Susan, 75, from Chicago, often relied on canned soup for lunch when she didn't have time to cook. She noticed mild swelling, bloating, and fatigue after meals. When the doctor advised her to switch to freshly made soups with vegetables, beans, lean meats, and natural seasonings, Susan quickly noticed the difference. Her blood pressure stabilized, she felt lighter, and her energy remained steady throughout the day. Excessive consumption of canned soups not only affects blood pressure, but also increases the risk of water retention, bloating, and stomach discomfort, especially as older adults' bodies become less efficient at processing salt. Additionally, preservatives and flavor additives in canned soups can impact liver and kidney function and overall health over time. Making fresh soup at home is an effective solution. Choose vegetables, whole grains, lean meats, or beans to provide adequate fiber, protein, and vitamins. You can adjust the salt to a moderate level, substituting with herbs and natural spices to enhance flavor while still protecting your health. This approach ensures convenience while maintaining stable blood pressure, a healthy heart, and steady energy throughout the day. Next, another common snack that many people over 70 often eat without much thought is salty snacks, including potato chips, crackers, pretzels, and other packaged snacks. They are appealing because of their convenience and strong flavor, but they also contain high amounts of salt and empty calories, which can raise blood pressure, strain the heart, and increase the risk of water retention issues, particularly sensitive for older adults. David, 72, from Ohio, used to eat salty snacks daily while watching TV. At first, he didn't notice anything unusual, but after a few weeks, David began experiencing mild swelling, elevated blood pressure, and bloating after snacking. When the doctor advised him to replace salty snacks with chopped fresh vegetables, raw nuts, or homemade low-salt snacks, David noticed he felt lighter, his energy stayed steady, and his mind was sharper throughout the day. Salty snacks are often low in fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and they can quickly trigger hunger, causing older adults to eat more and accumulate unnecessary calories. Over time, this habit can lead to weight gain, higher blood pressure, and increased risk of heart disease, especially as the body's metabolic capacity declines with age. Choose raw nuts, pre-cut vegetables with a light dip, or homemade snacks prepared with minimal salt and oil. These choices satisfy cravings while supporting heart health, stabilizing blood pressure, and maintaining energy for those over 70. If salty snacks are enemies of blood pressure and heart health, then sweet pastries, baked goods, and desserts act as a sweet punch, directly hitting the blood sugar and energy levels of those over 70. These include cakes, cookies, donuts, and other store-bought sweet pastries. They are appealing for their sweetness and tempting aroma, but they also contain high amounts of refined sugar and saturated or trans fats, which can cause rapid blood sugar spikes, midday energy crashes, and weight gain if consumed regularly. Linda, 76, from New Jersey, used to eat cookies and donuts daily with her morning coffee. She noticed that just a few hours later, she felt fatigued, craved snacks, and had difficulty concentrating even though the day had only just begun. When she switched to fresh fruit, low-sugar baked goods, or whole-grain cereals, Linda experienced a noticeable difference: steadier energy, clearer focus, and significantly reduced sugar cravings. This story illustrates that making wise food choices, even at snack time, can transform the quality of your day, especially for older adults. Sugary pastries also cause insulin fluctuations, putting stress on the pancreas and increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes, an especially concerning issue for those over 70. At the same time, the unhealthy fats in baked goods can raise LDL cholesterol, promote arterial plaque buildup, and directly impact heart health and overall well-being. Regularly consuming these foods can quietly undermine energy, heart health, and even mental well-being in older adults. Despite their appealing taste and convenience, instead of store-bought sweets, try fresh or lightly dried fruit or homemade baked goods made with whole grains, minimal sugar, and healthy oils. Adding light protein, such as low-fat milk, nuts, or yogurt, helps stabilize blood sugar, maintain energy, and manage weight. This small but lasting change can help those over 70 maintain heart health and steady energy throughout the day. If sweets are a threat to blood sugar, then trans fats and hydrogenated oils are the most potent, silent destroyers for heart health, cholesterol, and overall well-being in those over 70. These fats are commonly found in margarine, packaged snacks, commercial cookies, and pre-made pastries. They raise bad cholesterol, LDL, lower good cholesterol, HDL, and promote inflammation in the body, affecting the heart, joints, and overall health of older adults. James, a 74, from California, used to regularly consume processed baked goods and margarine for breakfast. Within just a few months, he noticed increased cholesterol levels, fluctuating blood pressure, and a feeling of heaviness after meals. When he replaced trans fat-containing products with olive oil, canola oil, healthy nuts, and natural plant-based butter, James felt lighter, had more stable energy, and experienced noticeable improvements in heart health. Trans fats don't just affect the heart, they also promote systemic inflammation, increasing the risk of joint pain, reducing mobility, and slowing recovery from illness or injury factors that are especially critical for those over 70. Foods containing trans fats are often easy to identify on product labels, yet many people overlook them due to habit and appealing taste. If you choose to eat them, make sure to read product labels carefully and avoid hydrogenated oils, commercial margarine, and processed snacks. Instead, choose healthy oils, olive, canola, raw nuts, natural nut butters, combined with a balanced diet rich in vegetables and lean proteins. Even a small, consistent change can help stabilize cholesterol, protect heart health, maintain energy, and reduce inflammation, especially important for those over 70. With this final step, you now have the complete list of 10 foods to avoid immediately to protect your health after age 70. By implementing these smart dietary changes, you'll experience steady energy, a healthy heart, mental clarity, and maintain long-term quality of life. Remember, every healthy choice you make today is an important step toward better health in the years ahead. We've now gone through the 10 foods that this 102-year-old doctor advises anyone over 70 to avoid immediately. From familiar foods like white bread and refined pasta, sugary cereals, processed meats, fried foods, soda, and sugary drinks, fast food, high-salt canned soups, salty snacks, and sweet pastries, to the silent yet dangerous culprits such as trans fats and hydrogenated oils, all of these can quietly impact heart health, blood sugar, daily energy, weight, and overall well-being if consumed regularly. The good news is you don't have to completely give up your favorite foods. You can still improve your health through smart, sustainable changes. Swapping white bread for whole grain bread, sugary cereals for oats or low sugar, high fiber cereals, processed meats for fresh meat, fish, or poultry, and cutting back on fried foods and sugary drinks are simple yet effective first steps. Adding vegetables, fresh fruit, healthy nuts, and heart-friendly oils helps stabilize blood sugar, maintain energy throughout the day, protect heart health, and reduce the risk of inflammation. Looking at real-life stories like George, Margaret, and James, we can see that just a few small dietary changes significantly improved their energy levels and mental clarity. George felt more alert. Margaret maintained steady energy throughout the morning, and James was able to better manage his cholesterol and blood pressure. These examples show that every healthy choice you make today has a lasting impact on your health, and turning 70 is not a barrier to living well, staying happy, and maintaining independence. The most important thing is to start with small, easy to implement, and consistent changes. Swap foods one at a time, adjust your breakfast, snacks, and main meals to reduce sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats, while adding fiber, healthy protein, and vitamins from vegetables, fruits, and nuts. As your body gradually adapts to these healthier choices, you'll notice clearer mental focus, steady energy, and improved heart health, while also reducing the risk of chronic conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and atherosclerosis. If you found this video helpful, please hit like to show your support and share it with friends or loved ones over 70 so they too can have the chance to improve their eating habits and protect their health. Don't forget to subscribe for more simple, easy to follow, and highly effective health tips every week. Every small action you take not only benefits yourself, but also spreads value to the larger community, helping more people live healthier and sharper lives. Remember, 70 is not a limit. Every meal choice you make today is an important step toward protecting your heart, maintaining energy, stabilizing blood sugar, and enhancing your quality of life. Eliminate harmful foods, add healthy options, and observe the difference your body experiences. As the 102-year-old doctor emphasizes, each smart choice today is a step toward long-term health, helping you live fully, actively, and happily even after 70. Start today, don't wait. Every healthy choice is an opportunity to care for your body, and each mindful meal can make a lasting difference for your long-term well-being. That is the secret to living well, staying joyful, and fully enjoying your golden years.